Hey, school bus here. So, are you ever in a tank and you're taking shots and you just feel like it does not hit as well as what you would have expected it to based on the statistics? This is a frustration of mine I've had for a while, especially over the last year. I've had a couple of tanks. The AMX 65T is the most recent one, but there have been others where I thought, gosh, I let the shot bloom come down, the reticle's nicely in and around my target, and I can't seem to hit anything. And that got me to thinking that maybe there is a hidden statistic, and we know throughout World of Tanks there's a lot of different statistics that aren't necessarily being shown to us by the game client. Some you can go out to Tanks GG and get some information on. But what if there are things that Tanks GG isn't seeing as well? And so that got me to thinking that, well, I should go through and do some accuracy testing. And for Tankers and Dog, he has motivated me greatly with some of the videos he's posted where he's had an inkling that there's something that isn't quite right. So he goes out, he puts in the time, the hours upon hours upon hours upon hours to do all the testing, and he comes up with these insights that nobody else out there in the community seems to. And so this is one opportunity where I thought maybe I could go collect some data of my own to home in on this a bit. And I'll actually put a link here in this video to For Tanker's video where he did something similar to this. In fact, actually he did the exact same thing, but he did it with, I think, a little bit more of an intent in mind. But I used the same testing methodology. I used the same map. I'm in World of Tanks 1.0 instead of, I believe he did his in version 0.92, let's call it. Maybe it was even a little bit before that. But anyway, went through, and first thing I did was I validated the testing on the KV2 would match whatever I would come up with, just in case there were some differences between the versions. And then, as with his test, he was shooting against the IS-7, and I did the same thing as well. So, let's go and take a look at the results. So here we can see the chart. So it just simply put it into a spreadsheet. You've got the tabular data up top here, and then we have a graph down here at the bottom plotting it out. And what you would expect is that for a tank with a given accuracy as shown in game, and that's what this column of accuracy is here. This is what, as the tank was equipped with its particular crew, etc., what you would see in the garage, that's the accuracy shown there. And then I took a series of shots, again at 400 meters, and you can see here which gun on each particular tank I was using. Then you can see what the hit percentage was. And what you would expect is that you would have a roughly linear relationship between the accuracy and the percentage. Because keep in mind, I'm not moving, so the aftershot, bloom, the moving, all of those statistics that you can go out and you can see on Tanks GG, none of that would apply here. This is just simply, once it's fully aimed, what percentage of the time do I hit? And you can see that there are a couple of anomalies here. Most are generally in a straight line, but the Patriot E5, it stands out. That's its data point right here. And the other one that stands out most notably is the Wheezy 112. What surprised me, though I do need to do further testing with a fully equipped crew, my theory would have been something like the T-54 that's notoriously thought of as being the poster child for Russian bias. It didn't seem to show any bias. Now, I was measuring it at a 0.39 because I did not have a 100% crew. Incidentally, just a few days ago, I'd moved my crew over into the Object 140, and I didn't have that crew anymore. So I gave them some food. I moved them back from the Object 140 into the T-54, but I didn't re-spec them, and that resulted in 0.39. So really, you could just say it's measuring a different point along the x-axis. So anyway, this is my first run through of pulling together some data on this. I want to do more testing. I want to get more tanks in here. Anybody who happens to be watching this, if you have any votes on tanks you'd like to see, let me know. I certainly have some in my mind, and some of my buddies have some ideas of what we'd like to look at. So anyway, hope this was somewhat helpful. And if you've been thinking about this at all as well, maybe this answers some questions. So thanks for watching. Bye. If you like this content, please subscribe. You could be our 9th, 10th, maybe even 12th subscriber. That'd be really awesome. Take that, Sosuma.